Hey, hello, welcome to my YouTube channel, a place where we are learning about plants at the moment. Please like, share, subscribe if you love learning about nature and learning about plants. Today, I would like to talk about date fruits before ripening. So after fertilization, this is how the dates look like. These ones are still way small because they are new, they are younger. They grow like any other fruit, from a small size to a bigger size that we know. So this one, the first tree, has very small fruits. The second tree, however, has bigger fruits. If you notice, the dates are longer. Of course, they are that deep green, but they are bigger in size, which shows that this fruit was possibly fertilized before the previous one we saw. So you notice the size difference. The third tree, the dates are bigger and they are actually starting to ripen. Wow! See that beautiful yellowish green color? Yes, they are starting to ripen. And here it calls for us to put them in nets because birds are interested in them as they start to show that color. So they will start picking on them and feasting on them before they really are ripe enough to pick. So we need to cover them as soon as possible. A process I'll show you sometime soon. You can't taste them at this size. They are crunchy and they are starting to become sweeter. When they are very green, they are crunchy and not too sweet. They have a flat sweet taste. Wow, this is another tree with dates that are bigger than the first tree that we saw, but still smaller because they are not yet ready to ripen. They're still very raw. You see those marks there? They are damages on the date fruits, but they are not very deep. They just happen because as the leaves are dancing with the wind, they damage the dates a little bit. They brush the dates and damage them on top. However, they are not deep enough. When they ripen, they will become a color good enough for those damages to disappear. But they are big and looking nice. So that means that size will be good enough when they ripen. That shows that that tree is also about to ripen anytime soon. Back to another tree. I think this was the first tree that had the smallest size of dates. Still very green and very raw. I've just seen some remnants of the male flower still hanging there. They're dry, if you notice them down there. But yeah, they are still very green and very raw. So some people eat them at this stage, but they are not sweet at all. They are not yet good enough to eat. So their taste is not very welcoming, much as they are crunchy. Well, enough about fruits this time around when they are still younger. See you soon, showing you about the netting process. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.